Hi pals, welcome to another art journaling video. It is I, Strawberry, and we are here for part 3 of the Moonlit Trinity, the last two members, Ymir and Artem. Artie. These are the last two members of the Moonlit Trinity. If you've watched the other two parts, you'll know that Artem is Luan's son and is basically Sylvia's brother. Sylvia is the one of the player characters. Basically, Sylvia's brother grew up with him. They were both, I think, the same age, around the same age. So they grew up together in the performing troupe. So they're really close, very, very close in that sibling, I want to kill you kind of way. And then Ymir, I think Ymir is 17, y'all. I didn't look this up. I think I said this earlier in one of the earlier videos. I don't remember how old he is. I think he's like 17, 18, 19. He's young. He's young. He's a baby. And he is the baby of the troupe, essentially. So, he is precious. I love Ymir. A lot. He's one of my favorites, I think. Besides Luan and Alton, I think Ymir is my favorite. He's just, I don't know, he's baby. And fun fact, Sylvia never told anyone in the troupe about her damperism, like Ymir, Artem, or Janice. I'm pretty sure Luan already knew, and I'm pretty sure the way I did it, Isla already knew, but I'm gonna be real with you, I don't 100% remember. I don't see why they wouldn't know, since they were there when she was born. But anyways, not the point. Artem didn't know the whole time they were growing up. Sylvia's like 30 now. 31? Something like that. I think she's 30. He never knew. And it's funny because Sylvia was so, and you know, Sylvia dated Janice. Janice never knew. So it was so funny because Sylvia was so nervous to tell people because, you know, that's a big deal. That's a big thing to tell someone, is that you're a dampier. Not only are you a dampier, but you're a dream-eating dampier, which is, in my world, one of the more dangerous ones than just your typical blood-sucking, flesh-eating vampires, you know? So she was really, really nervous, and I don't remember why, but the first person she told was Ymir. And that was kind of a make it or break it moment, you know? Because it's like, however he reacts is going to form her opinion on how she thinks everyone else is going to react, you know? And I don't remember why she told him, but she did. And he was basically just like, oh, cool, you know? And I know Sylvia was nervous because vampires have such a bad reputation and things like that. And Ymir was just like, I mean, I think that they're just villainized. He said something along the lines of like, there are good and bad humans, so that means there's good and bad vampires, and you're not a bad person. So, okay. You know, he's just like, it is what it is. And I think because he was so chill about it, that really gave Sylvia the strength to tell the others. Artem was pissed. Artem was pissed. But Artem is a little firecracker, so I think Sylvia kind of knew that was going to happen anyways. He was pissed, though, basically being like, you know, I've lived with you your entire life, and I'm essentially your brother, and you never trusted me with this information. So yeah, he was a little pissed. But because of, I think, how chill Ymir was, and how accepting Janice was, I think that still pushed Sylvia to be like, no, these people care about me. They care about me, and they love me, and they're not going to look at me any differently because of what I am. Because it's about who I am, not what I am. But yeah, Artem was pissed. Artem's a firecracker. He is. Ymir is that soft, quiet boy. They're opposites. Like, if you wanted to paint it in a certain way, they're opposites. Artem is a rogue? No, excuse me, Ymir is the rogue. Artem is a monk. Ymir is the rogue, I think is how this goes. And as you can see, I want to do a lot more of a simple page for the two of them, but I like how their simplicity kind of goes together, you know? The blues and the yellows and the oranges and the purples. And this is how it came out. As always, the art belongs to Yelhsa. These characters belong to Yelhsa. And I'm happy that the Moonlit Trinity finally concludes. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!